our next featured storyteller, who is Bass Tadros. Baz, you mic'd up? You mic'd up? Yep. Baz is a confidence therapist, and he has a simple philosophy in life. I love this. Love what you do and do what you love. Doesn't get more simpler than that. Baz's story is titled Adapt. Please welcome Bass Tadros.
Thank you. Thanks, Lisa. Thank you all for being here. I feel like I'm among friends around the campfire. And it feels really nice. It feels really warm. The common theme from all speakers so far has been about connecting. It's been about family. It's been about connecting with one another. And my story is not too different to that. I have a blocked nose, I've got a cold, but I'm still committed and I'm here to share my connection around the campfire. So my name is Bass Tadros, and it sounds like a very different kind of name, doesn't it? It sounds very Aussie. John Smith, mate, Bass Tadros. Nice to meet you. My full name is actually Bassem Tadros. Bassem is an Arabic word, and it means smiley. It comes from the word ibtisam. I have a fellow Egyptian in the background there. Would you believe, around the campfire here, we've got another Egyptian, not just one in the crowd, there's two. So I was born in Egypt, and by age 6, we left Egypt. My parents and I migrated and moved to Cyprus. By age 6, moving to Cyprus, it was quite daunting because I was just settling into school. I was just learning how to, read and write and all that other stuff that you start doing at 6. And here we are, uprooted straight into a different culture, different language, different background, different everything. And so I had to make friends from start, schooling from start. By age 9, just as I was getting comfortable, my parents did it again. They took me out of that school and out of Cyprus, and they moved me to Australia. So at age 9, in 1991, we migrated and came to this beautiful, beautiful, amazing country and continent. And I'm very proud that I'm here, and I'm very proud to be Bass. And so my friends shortened Bassem because Bassem was too difficult to Bass. Nice and easy. In Arabic, Bass means stop or like enough. So I was like, okay, I'm going home, and I told my parents that my name is now Bass. So in Australia, I had to start again, adapt. I had to adapt to a new language, a new culture. And at some part of me, whether it was at the new school or in my new community groups, felt a little bit, I'm not sure if it was underprivileged or unintelligent, but it felt a little bit inadequate because I couldn't speak and I couldn't read English just as yet. We just migrated. But then I had to stop that part of me. And I had to say, take a moment, Bass, and realize that you're pretty intelligent, you're pretty special because you've moved to 3 different countries, 3 different continents, and you're learning your 3rd language by 9. So you're not inadequate, you're not unintelligent, you're just beginning your journey to adapting. And that life has a bigger picture for you to adapt on the go. Does that make sense so far? Awesome. And so I thought there's really something in this. And as I became very reflective at a very young age, I realized that the something in this was the power of not only adapting, but the power of communicating. And I looked at my parents, and I realized that they looked at me as their mediator, their interpreter, as their confidant at age 9 or 10 by this stage. And I realized that at age 3, I'd made an unconscious decision to highly value communication. And the reason for that is because my parents' communication was very much dysfunctional. My parents didn't speak to each other. When push came to shove and they had a fight or an argument or a disagreement, my father's aggressive side came out and my mother's passive side came out. And this meant they really needed a mediator. And so I was the go-between. I was the person that they'd look to for help. And Dad would say, tell Mum to cook or else I'll beat her up. And Mum would say, I'm not doing it. And I'm left in the middle. I'm like, talk to each other. We're in the same room. So at age 3, I made an unconscious decision that not only will I highly value communication and the art of communication, but I'd highly value it to the degree where I'm going to become an educator in how to communicate effectively and how to honour each other through communication, Because guess what? Without communication, that relationship between my parents deteriorated, and it became so dysfunctional that they ended up splitting apart, and that family was broken. And for me, at 18, that was tough. That was a real heartbreak for me, because I really highly value family. And so I'm married, and I've got a beautiful wife and a beautiful son. And thanks to my parents, I'm not beating up my parents in what I'm saying in my story. They are my greatest teachers. They're my greatest teachers for what to do as well as what not to do. And so thanks to that, I've now been able to transform not only my life, but the lives of those around me in what I do every day to communicate the importance of communication, adapting, and highly valuing family. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you, Bass.